body if you have the band. If not, you're focusing on squeezing those shoulder blades together as your arms come around, right? So as I go up, I am pinching on squeezing those shoulder blades together. And the focus here is really warming up the rotator cuff muscles, right? So keeping that back nice and straight, neutral spine if you're following along with me. You can totally bend the elbows and just make it a rotation as well, make it yours. But you're focusing on squeezing those shoulder blades together. And the focus here is really warming up the rotator cuff muscles. If you're doing the bent over position, really focusing on pinching those shoulder blades together, working the muscles between your shoulder blades, which is nice, stretching those hamstrings. And you're gonna walk it out one by one and give me a nice full range push-up, either on your toes or your knees, whatever gets you a full range push-up. And then I'm gonna challenge. Have a band, go ahead and grab your band for this. If not, you'll grab your lighter pair of dumbbells. We're gonna do some overhead presses. So the dumbbell or your hands go from your ears to overhead, strictly overhead. Everyone's going into that hinge position. So hinge, shooting the hips out. Then we're going to a row, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Squeeze and release. Squeeze, 1.5 reps. So down to the chest, halfway up, down to the chest, all the way up. Again, down to the chest, halfway up, down to the chest, all the way up. And that's how we're gonna do our reps. We're gonna do it. Followed by, you'll transition into an ab exercise that Margaret's gonna demonstrate over here. So starting with a hollow body hold, she's gonna go into a snow angel, out together, in together, and then an ankle reach crunch, and an ankle reach crunch. Do it one more time. We have 3 exercises, 3 sets. Margaret's gonna demonstrate exercise number 1 for you. It's going to be a skull crusher. So what we want to do is sit right at the edge of the bench. She's going to go ahead and lay back, starting with her arms up, kind of bent at it's kind of a 45-degree angle or a slight angle, and then extending with a twist at the top. So really targeting those triceps on that twist, and also keeping that timer attention by not going to full 90 degrees, but keeping a slight angle. All right, exercise, thank you, Margaret. Exercise number 2, Jen is going to show you is a dip. She's doing her bench, keeping her butt very close to the bench so she's not straining her shoulders, but also keeping the elbows tight and pointing backward. Beautiful. When you're doing your dips, depending on how high your bench is, you don't want to go any further than 90 degrees. 90-degree bend in the elbow is perfect. And then lastly, exercise number 3 I'll demonstrate for you is going to be a sit-through. You can grab 2 light dumbbells, or if you want to beast up and grab some heavier dumbbells, you can. But laying down, arms perpendicular to the ceiling, you're going to sit up and keep that core nice and engaged. When you end, your arms should be parallel to your ears, right? So arms stay perpendicular to the ceiling throughout the movement. They adjust as you move. With your dumbbells nice and high and going into a twisting shoulder press. Notice how the dumbbell turns 90 degrees right at eye level. Eye level, not chin level. Good, here we go. Beautiful, and relax. ISO, so both arms are up. One is dropping at a time. Notice how Margaret, a little pro tip here, Margaret has her wrist tipped forward just slightly, which is gonna give a little bit of a shoulder activation. Bicycle crunch, so basically in that hollow body hold position again, and you are going elbow to knee, rotating, twisting that torso. Cool? Archer push-ups, archer push-ups. This is an archer push-up. Going over to one side, one arm stays straight, one arm bends, and then we switching sides. Most people. Try it. If you need to modify, you can go to your knees, and you'll work your way up. That's exercise number 1. Traveling push-up. So very similarly, it's a regular push-up, walk the feet over, push-up, walk the feet over, and hand. Lean back and twist. Of course, you have the option of lifting the feet to make it harder. Exercise will be a jackknife crunch, preferably with weight if you have it, like this, right? And then the last move will be a rotating plank. So you'll go right into a side plank, and then you'll rotate to the other side, from side to side. Side plank, rotate to the other side, side plank. Let's start with the tricep stretch. You can totally sit where you are. Take in that Winergy, and the oxygen. Tricep stretch, left arm. Woo. Pull over to one side, shooting the hip out. Very nice. All right, and go ahead and switch sides. Woo. Across. right, going across, stretching the shoulders. Very nice. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. How you guys feeling?
Exactly.
All right, so yep, elbow and palm is on the wall, and you're twisting your torso away, stretching the chest muscle right here at the front of the chest. You'll be stretching as you're twisting your torso away from the wall. Into your chest, and then cross it over to your right side, and left arm reaching out and away, getting that twist from the obliques as well as the glutes, getting a little stretch as well. Very nice. Lifting up the torso, looking over one shoulder, chin over the shoulder. Good. Notice Margaret is on her elbows, which you can do the baby cobra if you feel like that stretch is a little too much for you right now. And switch sides. Find the position that feels very nice. Nice deep breath. Head touches the ground. Letting the calves. And let's walk the hands back to a standing position. Whew. Whew, and stand. All right, don't